Hello and welcome back to Galgormhall for a little bit of a different video. In front of you is a Murphy's Models Class 071 in a very striking Earnod Aaron livery. To tell you the story of this locomotive, basically most of you will know that I am living in Northern Ireland, but I model British Railways. But I have always had a hankering for getting some Irish stock onto the layout. And my good friend Sam from Hillside Central gifted me this logo a couple of months back. And ever since I've got it, it has sat on the layout, not being able to do anything because I didn't have a decoder for it. Well, last week I took the plunge and ordered not just a normal decoder, but I've gone for a sound decoder. I haven't had any sound in any of my locomotives to this date, and it seemed just fitting that my first Irish locomotive should be the first to get sound fitted. So the purpose of this video is to just see what it's like with sound. So I'm going to go and fit this decoder into the logo, and we'll come back and we'll just have a look and listen to see what this is all about. To say I'm a little bit excited would be an understatement. I really can't wait. Well, the decoder is in and it works, and actually two things I need to note now before we go any further is, one, it is an incredibly smooth runner, this logo. It's probably the smoothest of all the ones that I have. But two is I need to learn how to drive it. The way the decoder is set up, the start off and slow down speeds are quite long, and it will take some getting used to how to drive it. Now, I haven't worked any of the sound on it yet, so let's do this together. So I guess the first thing to do, let's do the startup. And according to the information that, incidentally, I never said where the decoder came from. I have ordered it from Mr. Sound Guy. Incredibly helpful, so he was, whenever I was we were emailing back and forth with regards to buying this chip. But he has included an extensive list of what to do with your decoder in terms of being able to run it and learning how to work your locomotive. So let's have a go at this. F1 is startup, shutdown. Wow. I'm hoping that you can pick this up through the microphone. What I may do is put the microphone next to the locomotive in a minute and we'll do it again. But that's incredible. So we'll shut that down. That's remarkable. That really is remarkable. For somebody who hasn't dabbled in sound in any way whatsoever, I am just over the moon with that. If you could see my face now, it's a beaming smile. That is incredible. Let me move the microphone over and hopefully we can pick this sound up a little bit better. I will shut it off again. I hope you'll agree that that really is impressive. So we will go through a couple more of the functions, and then I'll get this locomotive moving around the layout so we can hear it under its own steam, so to speak. So let me just get us sorted here. Okay, so we'll start her up again. Obviously the horn. Okay, so we've got the brake application. We've got coupling. We've got directional headlights, which you'll not see in this current setup of the camera. What we'll try to do now whenever we bring it back round is for me to bring it to a halt in front of camera if I can, and hopefully we can hear some of those brakes working too. I didn't quite make it. I'll reverse her up for us. Wow, that's amazing. That really is amazing. I honestly didn't think that I would be that overwhelmed by sound, but that's just incredible. Okay, I really don't know what to say. Right, I've obviously an awful lot of learning and playing to do with this logo, but I think I'm going to really enjoy it. The sound is absolutely incredible. Mr. Sound Guy has done a superb job. I really can't fault it. In terms of the locomotive itself, it looks stunning. It's got a cracking livery. It runs absolutely beautifully. And I'm sure you'll have seen there as well that slow movement as I brought it back into shot again in slow shunting movements, it is going to be incredible. The big issue I have now is I don't have a single piece of rolling stock for it, so I guess it's time for me to have a wee shop around and see what may be available for this. This logo here is in a livery from sort of circa 2010, 2013. So it's fairly modern for my layout, but hey, who cares? It's brilliant, it really is. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed sharing this first experience of sound with you, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye.